Good morning, children. Today we will start with exercise 15 of circle. Question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 is construction, and it is simple. Radius is given, and from that you will make circle, and in some question chord length is also given. So on that also you can see the length, and from one part of the circumference, from one point of the circumference to the other point, you can cut a point and then you can meet that both point. That will be the chord, but it should not go through the center. Now starting with question number 5. Question number 5, second, you can see a circle is given. A circle is given, and in that you will see that one diameter is given, one line is given like this, and one line meeting like this. Now you can see this arrow is given. It means that here I have assumed that this is D and this is B. So because this arrow is given, we can say that AD is equal to, AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC because it is given parallel. That is why we can use the property of parallel lines. Parallel lines, and the one line which intersect that two parallel line, we can use that property. Now we can say that AC is the diameter of the circle. Here I have assumed AC is the diameter of the circle with O as the center. Now in the question it is given angle DAC. Angle DAC is given 37, and that is, you can say AD is parallel to BC. As angle AD is parallel to BC, we can say that angle ACB, this will be equal to this by alternate angle. Angle ACB will be equal to angle DAC by alternate angle. Therefore, angle X will also be equal to 37. Now, angle X is equal to 37. So, in this triangle that you can see, in triangle ABC, one triangle is formed. And this angle B, you can see that it is a semicircle, and we have studied that in a semicircle, the angle formed is 90 degree. The angle formed is 90 degree. So we can say that in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Angle in a semicircle you will write in a bracket. Then you will write angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Therefore, Y plus B's value is 90 degree and C's value is 37. Therefore, by putting the value, we can write Y plus 127 equals to 80. That is, Y will be equal to 53. X will be equal to 37 and Y will be equal to 53. Now coming to the next question, that is question number 3. Question number 3, again one circle is there, and in one semicircle one triangle is given. One triangle is given, you can see that it is a isosceles triangle because two sides are equal. When two sides are equal, we can say that angles in front of these side will also be equal. Means in front of this side this angle will come, and in front of this side this angle will come. Therefore these two angle will be equal. If this is X, therefore you can say that this angle will also be X. Now again we can write AC is the diameter. AC is the diameter with O as a center. We can say that in the question it is given BA is equal to BC. There you can see BA is equal to BC. Next, therefore angle BAC will be equal to angle BCA. Now we can say that here you can say again this angle will be equal to 90 degree because it is formed in a semicircle joining the 2 points of the circle. Therefore, we can write in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180. Therefore, 2x plus 90 degrees is equal to 180. 2x will be equal to 90 and x will be equal to 90 upon 2, that is x will be equal to 45. Therefore, x will be equal to, the value of x will be 45 degree. Now coming to the next question, we will do question number 5. Question number 5, you can see the figure in your book. Again, one circle is given and one diameter is given. Here it is joined and here it is joined. I have named it here AC, here O, here D, here B. You will also name it. You will draw and you will name it. Again it is formed in a semicircle, you can say, and here you can see that it will be 90 degree because it is formed in a semicircle. Therefore, we can write angle B will be equal to 90 degree angle in a semicircle. By angle sum property of triangle, we can say that angle BCA plus angle ABC plus angle BAC will be equal to 180 degree. And when we will solve, we will get that angle BCA will be equal to 50 degree. By putting the value, this is 40, this is 90, we have put the value and we have taken out that angle BCA will be equal to 50 degree. Now here we can say that, here you can see again two arrows are given, means CB is parallel to OD. CB is parallel to OD. CB is parallel to OB, therefore we can say that angle AOD is equal to BCA, that is corresponding angle. Angle AOB, this is AO, angle AOD, angle AOD, this one, angle AOD, here, angle AOD is equal to angle BCA, angle BC, angle BCA, this corresponding angle. Using in parallel line, what property we use? We can use here corresponding angles are equal, because if you can extend these two lines and this is the intersecting line, you can see that this is the corresponding angle and you can say that corresponding angles are equal. Now AOD will be equal to angle BCA, therefore if this is x, this will also be x, and x is, we have taken out, x is equal to 50 degree. Now we can say angle AOD plus angle DOC is equal to 180 degree, that is linear pair, you can say, on a line, straight line. Two angles sum is equal to 180, therefore 50 plus y equals to 180, therefore y will be equal to 130. Value of x will be equal to 50 and value of y will be equal to 130. Now next question, question number 6. Question number 6, you can see the figure in your book also. I have named it here A, then O, C, D and B. Starting with this first triangle, this is formed in a semicircle, so angle B will be equal to 90 degree. Angle B will be equal to 90 degree. We can say that AB is equal to BC, therefore this angle will be equal to this angle. This is x, therefore this will also be x. Now AB is equal to BC, therefore angle CAB is equal to BCA, therefore angle CAB will be equal to x. We can say that angle B is equal to 90 degree, that is formed in a semicircle. Then in triangle ABC, again we can say in triangle ABC, we can say that A plus B plus C will be equal to 180. By putting the value, A and C is equal to x, therefore x plus 90, that is 80. 2x equals to 90, then x will be equal to 90 upon 2, that is x is equal to 45. This will be your answer. Now coming to the next question, that is question number 9. Question number 9, again you can see this is a circle. I have named it here Q, R, O, S and here P. Here you can see that this is a tangent, you can say. OP is perpendicular on QT, that is why QT is the tangent. I have written here RS is the diameter of the circle with center O, SR is produced to Q, and QT is the tangent to the circle at P. OP is joined. Therefore, angle Q is given 36. We can say that QPT is a tangent and OP is the radius of the circle. Now I have told you that OP is perpendicular to QT. Therefore, angle OPQ, this angle will be equal to 90 degree because it is perpendicular. Therefore, we have written OP is perpendicular to QT. Therefore, angle OPQ will be 90 degree. Now in triangle OPQ, two angles are given. This is 90, this is 36. We can take out the value of X. By taking out the value of X, we will get that X will be equal to 54. Now we have to take out the value of Y. We have to take out the value of 5. Here we have to take out the value of 5. Now we know that this exterior angle, if we have extend this line, this exterior angle will be equal to the sum of angles of that two opposite angles. Means X will be equal to Y and this one. Now what we will do? Angle OPS is equal to OSP, that is Y. Because why? We can say that because it is the radius. Both are the radius. You can see in the figure, both are the radius. Therefore, we can say that in this will also be equal to Y, and we can say that X will be equal to Y plus Y. Because I have told that one exterior angle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angle. Therefore, we can write X is equal to Y plus Y. And Y both are equal because this is also radius, this is also radius. This will be equal to this. Therefore, we can say that this angle will be equal to this angle. Now we will take out the value of Y. Y plus Y equals to 2Y, means 2Y will be equal to X, that is the exterior angle. Therefore, X is equal to 54. Therefore, the value of X will be equal to 54, and this will be your answer. Now coming to the next question. Now one semicircle is given. In this semicircle, you can see that again this will be equal to 90 degree and this is the diameter. Now using the Pythagoras theorem, we can take out the value of X simply. This is hypotenuse, this is base, this is length. By using Pythagoras theorem, we can use this formula AC square is equal to AB square plus AC square, that is equal to 15 ka square plus AC square. Means AC square will come 289, means AC will be equal to 17. Means Y is equal to 17 upon 2, that is Y equals to 8.5. Now question number 2 I will explain you. You will do by your own. Now question number 2 is, again it is a semicircle, and here you can see that this is tangent, this is tangent. This is perpendicular on this, means this will be 90 degree and this will also be 90 degree. Means these two are right angle. Two right angles are there. Now this is the hypotenuse, this is the base, and this is the height. Again here in this right angle triangle, this is the base, this is the height. Now this is 5 centimeter, so this will also be 5 centimeter because it is the radius. This is the radius, that is why it will be 5 centimeter. Now this is the base, this is the height. By using Pythagoras theorem, you can write x square is equal to 12 ka square plus 5 ka square. You will take out, that is 144 plus 25. You will get 169. Means x will be equal to under root 169. That is x will be equal to 13. Now you have got that value of x is equal to 13. Now this you know in the right angle, this you have to take out. Again you will use Pythagoras theorem and you will take out the value of